Sam Fry, a student at Doane College, was arrested back on March 14, 2014. He had his charges dropped. The arrest was unlawful. For this edition of a 5-episode podcast uncovering the events of this incident, we'll answer the question, why was Sam Fry's arrest unlawful? First, a recap of the night.
I guess I had gone to the quads, and they had asked me, a girl had asked me to leave her quad. I was with a friend who had invited me in their quad, but another girl who we didn't see eye to eye all year had just asked me to leave, and I just refused to leave, just being an idiot, I guess. And so she called the cops. Cops came, told me to leave. I left for a moment, and 2 minutes later, and this is all stuff I know from a video I saw later in court. 2 minutes later, you just hear this kid go, "He's coming back." And here I am just plugging along.
So what did you do to piss this cop off, Sam?
So the cop gave me another chance, told me to leave, and I did. I turned around, I left, and I had some choice words for him, words I'm not going to repeat, but he followed me a little more forcefully off campus this time, and right when the video cuts off is ironically right about a minute and a half before I get arrested. So I was actually on my way back to my apartment, complying and doing everything he asked me to, when he came and arrested me.
Hold up. You're saying you were complying and the cops still arrested you? That does not sound lawful.
I told him, I'm like, homie, I'm not going to sign anything if I don't know what I'm reading. I'm not going to sign anything. So you got to give me some time to read this. I have dyslexia, just being an idiot. And he's like, all right, I'll give you 10 seconds. I was like, so here I am, blackout drunk, dyslexic, trying to read this thing. It ain't happening. I can't hardly read sober. And so he ends up putting me in cuffs and taking me in because I refused to sign it. No, I didn't refuse to sign it. I was going to sign it. I just was trying to stall and delay as much as possible. So I got arrested.
Okay, so maybe you and I have a different definition of compliant, but still, man, that sucks. So where'd they lock you up?
Wilbur County Correctional Facility. I don't know what the name for it is, but spent the night in there and got bailed the next morning, which was something I never thought I'd be saying about my life, at least.
So how'd it go in court?
He throws the failure to comply out. The judge is just like I had never even heard of this. Isn't a charge. It's not an offense. Your officer made it up. So he throws that out and sets a date for my second court hearing to take care of try to get rid of the disturbing the peace. And so I leave and it's cool. I'm just waiting. That was about a month or two later I had to wait, which that was the worst part. Just waiting a month to hear this verdict.
Ooh, yeah, the waiting game. Classic. Nobody likes that. So you finally get to court. What happens?
I get in there, they show this video, which was where I was standing on the balcony talking to the cop and all that I explained earlier. And I'm just yelling stuff. And I had no idea at this point that video was going to prove me innocent. And I'm just yelling stuff and being an idiot. So I'm watching this in court going, oh, man, like, this is bad. I'm yelling. I called the cop. I said, what, do you think I'm Flash Gordon? You want me to teleport home?
Uh-oh, then how does this turn around?
After that video was shown, my lawyer was like, all right, this charge is getting dropped, right? To the judge, or to the defense attorney, and he's like, yeah, I know. And the defense attorney was all mad because he knew he was going to lose the case. So the judge dropped the case and threw all the charges out. I was ruled illegally arrested, and the reason being that on my ticket, it was written for disturbing the peace of officer, fill in the name, and because of the Vietnam War riots, they made the law saying you can't disturb the peace of a peace officer, because if you were able to disturb a peace officer's peace, then every protester ever would have to get disturbing the peace. So that's just a right that when you take a job as a law enforcement or peace officer, you throw out the window. Your peace is just going to get disturbed, and it's not illegal.
Woo, sounds like you got lucky, but definitely an unlawful arrest. The next podcast, we'll talk about Sam's night in jail and his religious experience he had there, his father's untimely heart problems, and the other horrors of his unlawful arrest.